What's up, guys? Crypto Mike here with the mic check. 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Hey, hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm out here in nature, baby. Out here in Mother Nature. I'm doing very well. Just on a hike. Thought I'd share some thoughts on the crypto market with you guys. So yeah, I believe we hit a new all-time high yesterday. Bitcoin did, which is fantastic. Oh, well, I mean, it's a lot quicker than I thought it would happen. But, it's hard to be upset about crypto going up. So, I think the possibility of it breaking all-time high soon is, actually very likely. I think obviously it hit a sell wall around 69,000 or so, a little bit above. And, I thought it was eating up the sell orders. And I thought it might even go cactus. Ooh, I almost got caught there. I thought it might just go up, but yeah, there was definitely some resistance. So this morning we saw a crash from there to about, I think it came down to like 62,000. And now, honestly, what I think it's going to do is it's probably either going to stay sideways or go back up. I don't think it's going down. Bitcoin is extremely bullish. And when it has that kind of momentum, it really runs. It really runs, and it doesn't really stop for much of anything. The only thing would be some kind of black swan event, maybe a cyber attack on the financial system, or I mean that's it. Maybe if there was an actual declaration of World War III or something. But the thing is, it would drop very it wouldn't stay down for long, because that's what Bitcoin is designed for the collapse of the current financial system. So honestly, I'll tell you what, guys, I think Bitcoin is going all the way up. I think before the halving, it's going to be above 100K. I really do. I think it's going to grind through 69. And I think before the halving, unless we have a big crash, I think before the halving, we're going up above 100K. And the supply, there's so much supply leaving exchanges, they're kind of running out of Bitcoin. So that's going to catapult the price even higher. I'll give you a realistic target. My realistic target, guys, it's going to be an insane 2 years, this year and next year. Both will be very bullish. And Bitcoin is going to at least 350,000. Because no one's prepared for that. No one thinks it can happen. But we haven't seen Bitcoin in a recession or a depression or times of chaos. We haven't seen a whole lot of that yet. But that's what Bitcoin is designed for. And now with the BTC ETF, they are buying so much Bitcoin. Since the ETF was approved, there's been about 8 billion in inflows. And then if you want to look at it like compared to gold has had 3.7 billion outflows. So a lot is going into Bitcoin and a lot is going out of gold, and most likely most of it's going into Bitcoin. Stores of value, that's what those are. Bitcoin just yesterday, it went above silver's market cap. It's a pretty big deal, man, because silver has been around forever and it's a store of value. Not as much as gold, but it's basically second best to gold, the most popular. Now, I think in the future, silver is going to actually be a lot more popular just because of our technical applications of it and usage of it. And it's basically you can run electricity through it very quickly, and so people do like that a lot. With the solar roofs and all that, I think even like electric cars use silver. It's gonna get more popular, and who knows, maybe someday it'll surpass gold, now that we are using the white metal, silver, for technical applications more than we use for gold. And silver conducts electricity a lot more efficiently. So Bitcoin going over that is insane. I mean, now the next target is gold. You know, try to surpass the market cap of gold, and it will. It's going to happen. The cool thing about Bitcoin is that no matter what happens, if there's a cyber attack or whatever, there are enough nodes out there running it so that it's decentralized. It'll keep going. Nothing will happen to Bitcoin, no matter what happens, unless a meteor or comet hits the Earth and destroys everyone. Well, honestly, Bitcoin will still be around. That's the funny thing. So maybe AI will use it if we're all dead. So, and now Ethereum is developing into a store of value. That's what basically the big boys consider it now. We're about to see a big Ethereum run. Today is the March 5th. So I'd say we have the Ethereum upgrade in a week. So I think this whole week it's gonna run, and it's just not gonna stop running. So this week, guys, the play is Ethereum and Ethereum layer 2s. They're all gonna run. There's one that I'm interested in, very interested in, because a few of my friends have told me about them and about it, and they just bought it, and the chart looks great. So I might buy some. It's called Cartesi, but it's a very unique layer 2. It's at a low market cap, so it has a lot of room to run. And you know, I bet if we're seeing Optimism and Arbitrum running, then we'll see Cartesi running. So today was a big dip, but I think it's going to be volatile. I think it's going to get bought up. So I bought the dip. I bought more Bob, which I'm keeping a very close eye on, because I don't know if it's going to, you know, if the meme play is over, meme coins, I'm not sure. But I did buy more, and I hold a very big bag of Bob because the chart looks so damn bullish. I'm just waiting for some big green candles. I think it's going to take Pepe's profits. I think it's going to take Pepe's profits. I think it's going to take Bitcoin Cash's profits, since they're partnered with Bitcoin Cash. And what else was it? There was another thing. There was another reason. What was it? I forgot what it was. Just meme coins in general. I think it's going to take their profits because the chart looks so good. So it was like a 20% dip today, which was a fantastic place to buy. I tweeted out last night. I used a cuss word. I said effing sell. And little did anyone know, I was right, like usual. Well, I'm not always right, but you know, I'm right a lot. I'm right enough that I feel confident saying most of the things I say. So I said effing sell. And I don't know if anyone did or not, but I was talking about the short term because it was about to drop, and it did. So when I typed that out, it went from 68,000 to 62,000 in like 8 hours. So anyways, now I think it's time to buy again, because I can see Bitcoin running sideways, maybe creating some kind of like ascending triangle, breaking the sell walls at 69K, and then finally running up to 70K, 71K. And then after that, you know, I mean, I think it's going to go, you know, next big target is like 80, I don't know, 82, or I'm not sure, but I think 100K is the next big target after 69K. So, what'll happen is if it goes sideways, alts are going to run, Ethereum's gonna run. Ethereum layer 2s are gonna run. The one I don't hold any right now, but the one I'm thinking about buying like today is Cartesi. It's called CTSI, and yeah, it's the layer 2. It's connected to all the chains, pretty much all the big chains, and yeah, I might just buy it because I think it's gonna run. I got a few friends who are pretty good crypto people who told me they were telling me about it. So that's the one I would pick, and I might just buy it today. But then if I did, I'd have to sell something. So there's another one, guys, that you need to pay attention to. It's called Etherland. And when I say trust me, that one's gonna run hard, and it could happen any day, to be honest. And I'm not telling you to buy it, but just take a look at it. And it's very low cap, and yeah, the team seems really excited about something that they're going to release, some kind of news they're about to release. I don't know what it is, but hopefully it's big news. So, because they said it was mega news, so we'll see. But anyways, it's been going up ever since I tweeted about it a few weeks ago, and then I tweeted about it again that I bought some because the team said that we're gonna have a really massive week. So last time they said that, it literally did a 4x in 7 days, 4x, and yeah, I put like $200 in, and I made about $800 out of that. Well, 600 profit. So that was in 1 week. So this one runs when it runs, and I happen to know people. I know a few people who have groups, and they're all buying. They're buying that coin. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna hype it up, probably. That's probably what's gonna happen. And you know, I'm sure I want to be there when that happens, when it gets hyped up, because I already know what's gonna happen. Hey there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
I already know what's gonna happen because it already happened. It was one of the quickest, most profitable trades I've ever traded. It was so freaking. My entry was perfect. And basically, I went in like around the area that it's at right now. So anyways, just check it out. It's RWA, Real World Assets, and it's real estate. Focuses on real estate, tokenizing real estate. That's going to be a hot narrative coming up, okay? Tokenized real estate. Okay, Eland is only a $2 million token. It's got good tokenomics. It's 41 million max tokens. And I think it's like 3/4 of the way diluted. So, in circulation. So just keep an eye on that, or just check it out. I don't know how much time there's going to be before it runs. I really don't. Now, if Bitcoin crashes, then I think everything's going to crash. But even today, when Bitcoin crashed, Eland performed very well. It only went down like 7% because it's just starting to get bullish again. So I'm very excited about that one. But if you do buy it, just buy little chunks of it. It doesn't have a whole ton of liquidity yet. Oh, look, there we go. It's a beautiful day, guys. Look at all this green. Look at that water. All this green. I miss my doggy. I miss my dog. I wish I had my companion. But anyways, so, what was I saying? Oh, it's low liquidity, meaning it's not on a lot of exchanges yet. So if you buy it, try to do like chunks of. I bought it in like chunks of like $250 for a little less. It just kind of depends, but but yeah, you don't want to buy like a whole ton of it all at once. So, anyways, yeah, that's my next big low cap alt. I gave you guys MBD, and that did like a 3x in like the last 2 weeks. Happy's lagging. I'm surprised, but I think after this, I think it'll start getting bullish because the chart is insanely a slow grinding bullish ass chart. I gave you 0x gasless. That's gonna be big. Account abstraction is a new narrative coming, and with the Ethereum upgrade, account abstraction is gonna be a big narrative. This token 0x gas, they're building a layer. They're actually building the infrastructure for account abstraction, and well, first of all, the tokenomics are insane. It's fully diluted, and there's only 11 million of them total. So right now, I think it's like 26 cents per. I think that's what it was. I think it's 26 cents. So I mean, I think this thing is going to probably at least, at least 100, but probably past that. Probably like $200 or $300. So that's basically 100x. So I think MBD is a 100x. 0x gasless. See, those are very low caps. That's why, because if you want to make a lot of money, you got to get in the low cap gems, the low cap alts. I mean, you can get in the big secure ones that you know are going to do well. You're just not going to make as much money. So a lot of people make their portfolio so that a big chunk of it is in secure coins like Chainlink or maybe like XRP. While they just take a small percentage of their portfolio, and it's kind of like their play money, and they'll put it in low caps that they really like. So yeah, so that's honestly what I'm doing is I'm playing catch up, and I'm mostly just in small caps. I mean, that's it, because I think this bull market is gonna rip. I mean, I'm telling you, this bull market is gonna be the biggest bull market we've ever seen. So much money is gonna flow into it, especially when the US dollar is inflating itself away, and that's what's happening. And you guys, within the next few weeks, I bet we're gonna have a big event, and whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but I know there's gonna be bank failures, and we're already starting to hear about them in the news. So the Fed's gonna have to bail out the big banks. They won't bail out the small banks, but it's gonna be a big bank problem pretty soon. So the Fed's gonna have to bail them out, and they're gonna have to start printing a lot of money. Because we're gonna have like a financial event pretty soon, I think. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be. Chances are it's gonna be some kind of cyber attack. They'll actually just blame it as a cyber attack, when, to be honest, it's probably just solar flares. We're getting a lot of solar flares hitting the earth right now. They're pelting the earth with solar flares, and so like that, we're all upgrading. We're going through a big energetic shift. I don't know if you feel it yet or not, but you'll probably have your moment of clarity soon if you haven't yet. So anyways, it affects our electronics. It affects everything. So that's why we've been having outages, at least out here in California. We have been. For instance, yesterday I went to the gym and I went to go sign in with my phone, and there was a sign that says no sign in, network is down. And also, so I went to work after that, and for 4 straight hours I had Uber on. I didn't get one trip. I didn't get one delivery for 4 hours, and that is extremely rare. I mean, I don't think that's ever happened, to be honest. I don't think that's ever happened. So places are like, their networks are going down. So like Uber had a problem yesterday. I don't know what it was, but they weren't giving me any work. So this morning I woke up, and I guess Instagram and Facebook went out. So, and I think maybe Google, there was a couple other services. I didn't really hear it. And so that tells me something's going on, guys. Now, no one else will tell you this, but it's the solar flares hitting the earth. it's gonna disrupt a lot of our signals, you know. But my theory, what I think is gonna happen, I think that these people in charge, they know it. They know what's happening, but they're never going to tell us that it's solar flares. They're going to use it as an opportunity to blame a cyber attack. And there's no one to blame for a cyber attack. You don't know who it is. That's the thing. So if that happens, they're going to take advantage of the news of the event and try to control us, just like with COVID. So that's probably going to happen. I think because the energetic shifts are just going ridiculous. March and April are really big months. Typically, financial disasters tend to happen in the first quarter of the year. So it's usually between January and March, and we're already in March. So what I'm hearing is that it's going to happen soon. Something's going to happen. I don't know what. And I don't know if it's going to be massive in scale or maybe just a small event. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't affect us too much, but I think it is. Something's going to affect the way we do money. It's going to be something we've never really been through. So just be prepared. I'm taking extra cash out. Also too, keep your car filled up with gas. Some water bottles, some water jugs, just stock up just in case, because if the power goes out, then we're gonna lose electricity at the power plants, everything. We're not gonna be able to get water to our houses. They won't be able to pump. They're not gonna be able to pump gas, so we might not be able to get gas for a few weeks. So that's what I'm doing. Just keeping my gas tank full, like constantly, all the time, in case we run out of gas. And then at least you have a full tank. I just bought like 12 of the gallon water bottles. You want to get the best quality ones that you can find. Those little crappy plastic ones with the handle, you don't want those. Those break. I found that out when I had stored them, and a few of them had just broke, and they leaked water everywhere. So get better quality plastic for storing. Also, it's probably beneficial to have like one of those water straws where if you find water from a lake or something, you just drink it through that straw and it purifies it. A life straw, that's what they're called. And there's also like, I forgot what it's called. It's like not iodine, but there's like a chemical you can buy to where you can purify the water you find. Anyways, that's an extreme measure. I don't think it's gonna come to that, but it's always good to be prepared just in case. I'm pulling out extra cash every time I go to the store, because if the grid goes down, you're not going to have the ability to use a debit card or credit card. So the only thing you'll have would be your cash. That's it. And even that will be losing value, because we're about to go through something crazy in these next 2 months. I'm telling you, I'm expecting some real. Our lives are about to be turned upside down, and I'm not talking about just Americans. But once the dollar starts crashing and whatever happens, it's going to affect the whole world. The whole world, all of us, all the currencies, everything is, because the dollar's the strongest currency out there. So if that starts failing, then yeah, we're in for quite a ride. That's why it's good to be in Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and some of those really strong, safe alts. Because you see what's going on there. It's just not stopping. You gotta really be prepared, man. Because if you're just sitting on a big pile of cash, like, what are you doing? You're doing it wrong, dude. You're doing life wrong if you're just sitting on cash. I get it. You might be waiting for a big crypto crash or something. But dude, like with the momentum we're seeing right now, I don't see us going below 50,000. Maybe 40K would be the lowest at this point, and that's really a stretch too. So yeah, I don't think we could see dips in volatility, but it's not going to stay down unless something massive happens. So, and then you could buy the dip, I guess, but you got to be able to, you better hope you're able to use the exchanges to buy the dip with, you know, before they might come back online after the price goes way back up. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think it's best to have some Bitcoin and Ethereum on cold storage. You know, have those in some cold storage so it's not affected by, if it's on exchanges, you don't know what's going to happen. Like Coinbase is the safest one if you're going to leave it on exchanges probably. But it's probably just safer leaving it on a cold wallet that you trust. Yeah, so like a company you trust. I mean, I use Ledger because they're just the most popular one. So I mean, it just kind of like Coinbase, like it's the most popular exchange. So if they have problems, it's going to be a big problem for a lot of people, and they don't want to have problems with a lot of people. It's beautiful today. You got to embrace nature sometimes, you know, and be very grateful. You need to be very grateful. And I'm super grateful to be alive right now. It's a beautiful day. It's so nice out here. This water is like freezing cold, but oh man, I miss my dog. Yeah, I used to take New out here for hikes like almost 3 times a week or so. Yeah, about 3 times a week, and he loved it. That was his favorite time of the day, favorite time of the week, going on hikes, because I would let him off the leash out here in the wilderness, and he had his little dose of freedom where he can go and sniff. He can go sniff around. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so I mean, just be prepared. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm saying something's gonna happen, but I don't know if I'm right. You know, I'm not always right. It's just I'm feeling something in the air. I feel like something's coming. And usually my intuition serves me well. And so I'm feeling a strong sense there's going to be something with, yeah, something, hopefully it's not a security, you know, hopefully it's not an attack on the US, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised. So just be safe, get your ammo, make sure you have a gun. I mean, just, you know, legally, and you got to be able to protect yourself, and you know, just play it safe. But back to crypto. What was I talking about last? Yeah, so I don't know. I think Bitcoin is super bullish. It's just not gonna go down for long. There's so much demand for it. All the ETFs are they're buying it up like crazy. Wish I could go down this way. Yeah, they are buying it up like crazy. There's so much demand. Grayscale apparently is done selling. So there was a lot of selling from Grayscale. What I heard is that the pressure is over. Sell pressure from them is just about done. Meaning, I think it'll do something. I think it'll go past all-time high really soon. Hey, look, a golf ball. I found a golf ball. Yeah, so... so yeah, just, and then, okay, XRP. I've showed you the chart. It just closed the weekly. Outside of the pattern, it basically just closed bullish. And it broke out of the pattern, the big triangle pattern that it's in, a big bull pennant. So it literally just broke out on Sunday, which was 2 days ago, I think. So, and Stellar is actually following it. So XRP is pretty strong, and Stellar, the Stellar that I'm holding, is going up. So, you know, like I said before, if XRP goes up, Stellar goes up even more, percent-wise. So it's best to have both. If you like those, if you like XRP and Stellar, basically every time XRP goes up, Stellar goes up. So it's very interesting, but it goes up more. So I'm expecting that. I think Stellar's like number 32 or 36 in market cap, and I think XRP is number 6 right now. So there's a huge difference between them. But my bet is on Stellar if you want to see some real crazy price action. Maybe even Zinfin. I haven't been tracking that one. That one's probably moving along with those too. What was it? There was another one. Curve Finance, the DeFi play for stable coins. Okay, it's been chilling. It's been going down, and it hasn't ran yet. Because I guess the owner of it, he had to sell. He got in trouble, and so he had to sell a lot of his supply, so he wouldn't get liquidated. So that's why it hasn't run. But from what I heard, he's done selling, and what that means is that Curve is probably going to start running soon. And there's another one called Conic, and then there's another one called Convex, and apparently those are going to run, and they might have even already started. So personally, I think the one I would buy would be Convex, because if I remember correctly, that thing was super bullish when Curve was running last bull market. And so I think it's built on Curve. So I'm not sure. I need to check it out. But all I remember is looking at the Convex chart. I heard about it running. I looked at the chart, and that thing was flying. Flying. I was like, dude, how did I not know this? I missed it. So it could happen again. I'm just putting it on your radar. Conic and Convex. I don't know what they are. I need to look into it, but so the ones I'm putting on your radar in this video that you should check out. Cartesi is the L2. I think it's gonna run in the next week or two, along with Ethereum, because it's an L2. It's undervalued. It's very unique, and I think it should be at least like the market cap of Metis, which Metis looks pretty bullish too. So, but pretty much all the layer 2s are running. I like your dog. Yeah, so they're pretty much all the layer 2s, especially the big ones, are running. And I'm definitely expecting Cartesi to go, since I've got a few friends who are like crypto people and they're buying it. So the second one was Eland, E-L-A-N-D. It's an RWA, a real world asset play, and it focuses it's called Etherland, which I'm sure just due to the name too. If Ethereum's running, then I think this thing will run just because of the name. But there's a lot of technology and there's a lot of influence on that coin. I think it's going to run hard because they tokenize real estate, which is going to be a big narrative pretty soon. So, you know, if you don't look at Eland, at least look into the RWA space. The one I really like, but it's a lot higher cap, is Maple Finance. So I think Maple's at like $16 right now, maybe 18, and I think it's going to go all the way at least to $350. That thing's really heavy. Like I have a good feeling about Maple Finance. So definitely check that one out. The next one that should be on your radar, what was it? I told you I'm tired today. It should be, I forgot, but I think it was the last one I talked about a few minutes ago. What was it? Oh, convex. So the curve ecosystem, basically conic and convex. I'll go this way. Just keep them on your radar. You might want to take a look. The only one I'm in is Eland. I'm in that pretty heavy because I have a feeling it's going to run this week. Or run this week and next week. I might be wrong, but we'll see. So I guess that's it for now. I could talk about some other stuff, I guess, on the way back. Like spirituality, and I love that kind of stuff. I think being prepared spiritually is just as good, it's just as beneficial as being prepared mentally and physically. It all goes kind of together. If you're mentally tough enough, if you're spiritually tough enough, and you're physically tough enough, you can handle almost anything. It's a really good time to be praying. If you have God, or to your higher self, your higher power, just pray. Just put out in good intentions for the world. You can ask for whatever you want, and when you ask for something, you need to say thank you, like you received it. And that's called the law of attraction. So you need to set an intention for what you want your life to be like. And then, set that intention. And if you focus on that, it'll most likely come true. So you ever notice when you're in a bad mood, just it seems to get worse. You think negative thoughts. The universe kind of throws negative situations at you and negative people at you. It's one of the best things you can do for yourself and for the world is to focus on being a more positive person. When it comes to self-talk in your head, when it comes to actually speaking words out loud, try to get out negative words from your vocabulary, and your life you will just automatically be happier, and you'll have more positive experiences. And I know sometimes your situation, you kind of feel like it warrants a bad attitude, or just kind of grumpy because of your situation. What I got to say about that is do what you can to get yourself into a better situation if you're in a bad situation. Try to do everything you can to get yourself into a positive situation, one that's beneficial for you, and then consequently it'll be beneficial for the world. So you need to just cut out. It's a little difficult. It can be difficult, but if you just remember, it's a habit to get into. It's a good habit to cut out negative words. You can say some negative words, like I'm telling you right now. It would be very difficult for me to explain this to you without using any negative words. But as much as you can, especially cuss words and stuff that's vulgar. It's low energy, it's low dimension. It's 3D, you want to ascend. I'm sure you do. Some people don't, but the odds are, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you're one of those people who has ascended, or you're in the process of ascending. I would hope so, at least. And what that means is you're higher vibration. You're higher vibration than most of the others who are stuck in their animalistic tribal ways, and they think low frequency thoughts, so that they're basically at a lower vibration. Their vibes are really not something you honestly want to be around all the time. And so like that, like attracts like. So if you're a more positive, higher vibrational being, you're gonna attract those kind of people into your life. But that means doing what you can to conquer fear and conquer anxiety, because those are very low dimensional feelings, and they keep you stuck in the 3D. When you're fearful or anxious, when you're in a love state, nothing can really bother you. And that's where it's like when you're in a really good mood, nothing goes wrong. Like everything, like time goes by fast, because time doesn't exist. So when you're in the love state, when you're in the upper dimension, time doesn't even exist. You're just being. You're not waiting for school to end or work to end. You're in such a good mood all the time that time just flies by, because it seems to, but really time doesn't exist, because you're just having so much fun when you're a high vibe, like positive human being. So you want to actually be positive if you want positive people in your life. If you want to have positive interactions, if you want to walk away from an interaction feeling good about it, like the first step is to cut out negative words and vocabulary from your speak, from the words you speak. So that's a really good first step. Just be conscious of the words you speak. Be conscious of your vocabulary. Try to throw in some really positive words, like even just like awesome, or let me see, spectacular, just wonderful, even this kind of stuff. I know some people probably don't really talk like that, but try it out. You might feel good. If you're tired of feeling bad, get away from the people you're hanging out with. If you feel bad about yourself, first of all, get out of that situation. Be tough, be strong, and go your own way. Focus on you for a second. Focus on what makes you happy. Put yourself in a good, positive situation to where you're moving forward every day. You're learning, you're building, you're growing, and first step is to get positive about your life. So do what it takes, man. I don't smoke weed, but like some people smoke weed and that makes them happy. Just do what it takes. Even like you'll plan to quit weed later. I don't know. It doesn't make me happy. It makes me all weirded out. So, but everyone's got their own thing. But yeah, I think get out of a negative situation if you're in one. Even if you feel like obligated, if you're around people who are making you feel crappy, then you might want to rethink it. Just want to get yourself into a good situation so that you can grow on your journey to ascension. I mean, we're all like, ever since we were born, all of us, we kind of like came from a higher dimension, higher level, higher frequency. When we're little kids, when we're babies, we're very innocent, and everything fascinates us about this world because it's all brand new, and then of course we kind of get older. Some people get a little jaded with life, kind of bored because every day is like exactly the same. But you kind of want to not be in that situation either, unless you like what you do. Like me, every day is exactly the same for me nowadays, and I like it. It's helping me because I'm actually improving myself. I'm like trying to be the best version of myself, and I am being the best version of myself, and I can do even better, to be honest. But just little by little, day by day, create good habits to break bad habits. For instance, going to the gym has tremendously helped me. And see, that's another word, tremendously. Like just these really big positive words, because what you speak, it becomes your existence, basically. Whatever you talk about and say a lot, that becomes the energy that you are made of, It becomes your vibration. So you're going to want to speak out high vibe sentences. Like me right now, I'm helping, I'm trying to help humanity by putting out a YouTube video. And that makes me feel good. Hey there, ladies.
Hi.
Excuse me. So it makes me feel good. I'm doing two things at once. I'm hiking. That makes me feel good. Feels great out here. Other people are out here hiking too. It's having pleasant interactions. I'm filming a video, which is always fun. It's always fun to film a video for the YouTube channel. And I'm doing three things at once. I'm hiking. Well, I'm actually doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm getting good vibes, hiking out here in Mother Nature. It feels great. It's great weather. I'm getting some vitamin D from the sun. I'm doing a lot of positive things for myself right now. And I'm trying to share. The happier I am with myself, the more I share. I want to share that happiness with you guys, with the rest of the world. Anyone who will listen. When I'm in a really good high vibe mood, when I'm in a high vibrational state, I just want to share that with everyone. And that's how it is when you're high vibe. You just want everyone to be up there with you. And I'm not saying up there like condescendingly. It's like we all choose. We're all going to go back. We're all going back to its source. When this life is over. It doesn't end. Honestly, that's when it begins. When this life is over, the next one begins. And I don't know. No, I don't think anyone knows exactly what happens after that. But you can choose to be sad about it, or you can choose to not care about it and just live your life as happy as you can be, so that you feel good when you're on your deathbed. You feel like you accomplished something. Especially if you're trying to help other people. That really makes people feel good. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as your intentions are good towards other people. If you are in a really good positive state and you're feeling the great joy that is being ascended, you basically feel high, but you're not. You're just doing things that make you feel really great. You want to share that with people. You want other people to feel that way too, because you haven't always been that way. And so once you get out of any kind of slumber or whatever, you kind of want to help other people who've been there, or who are there right now. In a depression, it's a terrible place to be. Deep depression is happening. Oh gosh. Okay. Whoa. There's a lot of people out there who really need help, and it's kind of a catch-22, because they're so depressed they don't want to ask for help because they don't feel like anyone can help them. So sometimes you gotta take steps to help people, even if they're kind of brushing you off. Deep down, most people really, they do want that hand who's reaching out to save them. So you just gotta help. Do what you can. And that's how you rise. You shine your light. You're vibing so hard. Your vibration is just exploding, and all you want to do is shine your light on the world. So do it. Yeah, if you're just hanging out, playing video games, or if you're drinking a lot, take the necessary steps. Put yourself in a different situation. You gotta get up and go. You gotta move. You have to do something. You have to have a catalyst. There's got to be something in your life that changes dramatically so that you don't feel comfortable anymore. Because that's how you grow. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So like, if you're comfortable, make sure you're actually in a good place being comfortable and you're moving forward every day. You're taking positive steps in the right direction towards a happier future for yourself. Yeah, I mean, just take the initiative. I mean, some people they feel comfortable feeling miserable because it's a very, it's a feeling that they recognize. Some people get scared when they're happy because they feel like it's not going to last forever. You know, that's how I am. A lot of times, if too many good things happen for me, my mind tends to go to this place where it's like, oh, dude, okay, don't get too happy because, you know, it's not going to last forever. But that's where you go, and then you come back down to earth. You know, you're not happy anymore because you think that kind of stuff. And you just have to realize that you deserve to be happy. We all do. We've been given human rights by our Creator. And you think our Creator wants us to be miserable? No. The people who created religion, you know, the people who created this system that we're in, this matrix, they have so much power and they feel so good being above everyone that they keep us here. They do everything they can to keep us thinking that we don't deserve to be happy, to break out of the matrix. You know, I'll tell you what, being happy is getting outside of the matrix. You don't have to do everything you're told all the time. You know, rules are there for a reason. Some people shouldn't be creating rules for other people. And that's kind of the situation we're in right now. Now, I get it. If you're in a society, you got to have rules so that it works. Otherwise, it doesn't work. You know, so everyone has to cooperate to some degree, you know, like when you're driving on the road. We all know, people who have their licenses, we know that it's a privilege. It's not a right. And that's true. I mean, we do have a right to do whatever we want. We just know that if we drive without a license, you know, we could get pulled over. We could literally go to jail, you know, and that's for the good of society. You know, they make you get a license for a reason. So they can train you so that you can be as safe as possible driving on the road with other people. So you're being good for society while doing what you want to do, you know. But some of these rules, especially what we saw with COVID, a lot of these rules are not there for our good. They're actually bad for us. And they're being implemented by bad people. So I'm not going to talk too much about that because I think that's why my video always gets kicked down a notch. So I'm going to be a little more conscious of the words I use in my videos because, I hate being shadow banned, which I really honestly do think I'm pretty shadow banned because of some of the topics I've gone over. But anyways, you know what? This is the end of my hike. I think. I mean, dude, am I at the right place? Just keep going. You know what? I'll make this an hour long, so I guess maybe like 7 more minutes. Yeah, while I have you. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. If you feel like crap, and also too, I know most of you guys are in crypto. Don't let it control your emotions. You control your emotions. Only you. You don't give that power away. So a lot of people are only happy when their coins are going up. And I'm guilty of that. It happens to me a lot. I have to catch myself and say, are you letting crypto dictate what mood you're in? No, like, you can't do that. You have to take charge of your emotions. And you have to, like, dude, I mean, if you're in a conviction play, if you have strong conviction, then just sit on your coins. They'll go sometime. There'll be a time and place for that. Meanwhile, you go distract yourself by doing healthy, positive things and creating positive, healthy habits for yourself so that you can distract yourself while growing, and you just want to keep going. You want to keep going forward. You want to keep growing. You always want to keep growing, you know, even when you're having a rough time. A lot of times that's necessary. A challenge is always necessary for growth so that you can continue forward. It's necessary. You have to fall to get back up. You can't get back up if you don't fall. But when you do get back up, you learn. You learn from that fall. You learn not to do that again. You learn from your mistakes. Okay, so what kind of mistakes are you making right now? And we all make mistakes. And a lot of us have habits that we create out of our mistakes. And we just do it because we feel like we're stuck in a rut. Or we just feel like we don't deserve to be in a better place. Or we just don't feel like we've ever been in a good place. So we don't feel like we know what it feels like. And so they're like, and then, I got sidetracked. So we don't know, like, honestly, some people don't know how good they can have it if they just let themselves have it. They really can. It's so easy. It really is easy. It's as simple as making a choice to be happy. You know, being strong. You know, be strong and love yourself, you know? I mean, that's all it takes. And the thing is, you are love. Anyways, that's what we came from. We came from love. So the number one goal in life is to get back to that state. And if we can do it while we're here on Earth, that's even better, because we get to enjoy everything that life has to give us. We create our own reality. So once you're done creating your miserable, sad, sappy reality, you know, pack up all the stuff that is holding you back, throw it out the window, and get up, you know, get up off your ass and do a little bit of work. Because guess what? Work feels good. You know, it's hard at first to start a new habit, but then you start to love it. And then if you don't do it, eventually if you don't do it, you miss it. You miss it so much that you got to go do it, or you got to find something else to do that helps you grow, you know, that's positive for the ascension of your soul. So we're all going through this right now, everyone together, and little by little, everyone's starting to feel it. You know, the positivity and the love, it really rubs off on people. So put yourself out there, and you'd be amazed at how good it feels. Just put yourself out there. You know, do, like I said, I always say this, but do a YouTube channel. It doesn't even matter if no one watches. You're still doing something beneficial for yourself, because you're putting your words out there. You're speaking them out into existence. So if you have some weird thought that keeps bugging you, but you've never said it out loud, you can say it out loud, and then you could go, oh, like, no, that's not at all. Like, why do I keep thinking that? Because you say out loud, you finally hear it out loud, and you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. That's what's keeping me down, you know? So you can change your thought patterns, but you know, try to speak out, use your throat chakra, you know, to make a positive difference in your life and in other people's lives. All right, so it's at 59 minutes. I'm here at the end of my trail. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm glad I did a whole hour. It's typically kind of like the ideal video length. Hopefully I helped some of you guys. Hopefully you're in a good mood and you're feeling all this crypto stuff, and it's just making you a better person, you know, like, let it make you a better person. You can do that. Be more cheerful around other people. There's a lot of reasons to be happy right now, and the bull market hasn't even started. But again, don't let it control you. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a good one. Love you. Crypto Mike out. Peace.